Hey, good morning guys. Back again with another video, and today I got a couple of things in the back of the truck. Have this big old box here, but before we dig into that, I have this little one. Now this is a pedal commander. Been seeing a lot about these and wanted to test one out, and stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to tell you how you can get one of these for free. So, gotta close this up. If you don't know what the pedal commander is, it is a small Bluetooth device that you install on your truck or any car that uses the drive-by-wire, which just means when you press your gas pedal, it doesn't actually connect to a cable that controls your acceleration. There's actually a wiring harness here at the top of the pedal, and I don't know if you can see that. Let me try to get in here. Now there's this wiring harness, and you gotta disconnect that. So there's a pin that pulls up. Alright, so I struggled with this more than I care to admit, but there's a trick, and once you figure it out, it's super easy to get this plug off. I knew you had to pick this red tab up, but once you do, there's a button that you can push inside there, and you push that and it releases it very easily. So then what we need to do is open up the pedal commander. I'll try to do this with one hand. And the content's pretty simple. It's, I don't know what this is. A dashboard wipe. And then some Velcro so you can stick it to your dash or wherever you want to stick it. The actual pedal commander, which has the wiring harness. And then to connect it, you're just going to plug this into where we just took the other connector off and push that connector into here, or vice versa. Okay, so this is going to connect to this side, where it just came off of, and most likely this would be much easier with both hands. This one's going to go back. There, we disconnected it, push that in. There we go. Yeah, needed both hands. So that's connected back, that one's connected, and that's all there is to it. The pedal commander is now installed. Alright, so this truck is filthy. I need to clean the inside. So what the pedal commander does is you have 4 stages: Eco, City, Sport, and Sport Plus. And then you have plus or minus 4 degrees on each one. So like Eco plus 4 would be pretty much close to the same as City minus 4, and goes up from there. And it changes your throttle response. So like in Eco mode, if you were to slam on the gas pedal, it would take off kind of sluggishly, and it's supposed to help you save some fuel. And if you're in Sport Plus, all the way tuned up, if you just tap on your gas pedal, you're supposed to take off like a wild banshee. Now, the truck is somewhat responsive, but there is a lag, noticeable lag, especially when I'm getting on the freeway or something, and I, smash the pedal, and I don't take off right away. You smash the pedal, and then it's like you hesitate, you wait for a second, and then it kind of kicks in and takes off. This is supposed to eliminate that. A lot of people swear that it gives them more horsepower, which it does not do. It just gives you more reactive gas pedal. So I'm going to go ahead, take it for a quick drive, and see how it feels. All right, so I'm just pulling out of the neighborhood, so I don't want it to be super aggressive. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. It's on eco mode there, so that should be good for, I guess I'll just set that there, and I'll just get out of the neighborhood before we change anything. And actually, I expected it to feel a little bit slower than normal in eco mode, which it's in. It still seems pretty responsive here. And it doesn't get up and go, but it definitely, as soon as I touch the gas pedal, it starts moving though. It's not a huge jolt, but it's definitely something I could feel. Just the touch. Try not to run over anybody here. And just, now, I don't think you're supposed to, keep messing around with this as you're driving. I hit the stoplight. Of course, it changes. Whenever I come to a stop, I'll go ahead and select it over to city mode, since that's where I'm at. Kind of driving around the city right now. And I cannot catch a red light. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We got a stop sign. This one's always red. So let's see. Let's just go ahead and go down here. Now, if this stop sign turns green, then I know I'm just not meant to ever stop. All right, here we go. Go ahead, switch this over, and it's just a button in the middle. Turn it off, turn it back on. Okay, now it's in city. Don't know if that, yeah, that is a difference. It's not trying to get out from under me, but it could definitely, yeah, that's that is a bigger change in that. Wow, yeah, this could get me, this is just in city mode, and this could get me into a lot of trouble here. Red light. Let's go ahead and change this to sport mode. We got a bit of an open road we can get on here. Of course, there's construction going on it. But it's weekend, doesn't look like anybody's working, so should be alright. And it's early morning, it's 7:40 in the morning, so oh wow, yeah, that's yeah, that is quite a difference. I expected it to be a little bit different, like feeling on takeoff, but I mean, all the way through the acceleration, it acts, you know, the shift points even seem to have changed a bit. Like I had put the car into sport mode, which I didn't change the mode or anything, but even going faster, it's just, and that's just in sport. Get off here, because before, the only time it's ever revved over like 4,000 RPM is if I've had it in sport mode, and then it'll go, but that went all the way up to 5.5, like get off here so I can go back the other direction and try out Sport Plus mode. But yeah, that's that is pretty crazy difference from this little thing that took, you know, took me longer to figure out how to get that plug off of the top than it did to actually install it. Granted that, you know, if I'm going to permanently install it, I'd rerun this harness and probably mount it like right over here. But I should probably be paying attention to driving instead of showing off where I put that. So let's just go ahead, get off here. I can get myself into trouble with this quick and easy. I said, this is just sport mode. I'm kind of scared of how this thing's going to react with the Sport Plus. And these are just the base settings. It still goes up 4 notches too. So, you know, if I go up 4 notches from here, this would be close or similar to being in 4 Sport -4. So there's a pretty big jump in between each of the modes. And even in Eco mode, which I thought was going to be very sluggish, it doesn't take off super fast, but it's still very responsive. So when I click on the, you know, press on the gas, I feel it right away, but it doesn't try to get out from under you. It just starts moving as soon as you push the button or push the pedal. I'm just going to go in here so I can turn around. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and switch this to Sport Plus. Stick that in there. Oh. Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it spun out on me. Jeez. That's like hitting nitrous. on takeoff or something. Holy wow. Yeah, that I can't drive around in Sport Plus mode, that's for sure. I will I will have many tickets if I drive around in this. It'd definitely be good for a track day or anything like that. If you need better response, oh yeah, this obviously it doesn't make the truck any more powerful. It's still the same exact truck that I had. It still has the same engine, same horsepower, same everything, but this gives you access to that power so much faster. As soon as you touch the pedal, it's instant. Slow down here, but let's see. You see the tachometer, you know, it's just, I'm barely even touching it. You see it climb, and it shoots it up. So yeah, I'm definitely very surprised. I did not think it would make that big of a difference. You know, like I said, it doesn't give you more horsepower, it doesn't give you a bigger engine or anything like that, but holy crap, it definitely unlocks the power and that you currently have that you did not realize was hidden behind that little button. Yeah, so I'm going to drive around. I'm going to get out of Sport Plus mode though. I don't think I need to be in that. I'm going to go down to Sport mode and drive around a little bit more here. Oh, we got a red. All right, so I was having a bit too much fun. So back at the beast's natural habitat, filling up the tank. A little dinosaur there. But yeah, I'm having way too much fun with this little plug and play add-on. I didn't think I would be such a huge difference. You know, I keep hearing people say, oh man, this thing is insane, it's crazy. You know, I didn't know if they were sponsored posts. I didn't know, you know, how, I don't know these people. I don't know what their reactions were like, if it really made that big of a difference. And oh my God, I can't believe how big of a difference. So they make these for pretty much any car or truck that uses the drive-by-wire system, which I think is most modern ones. I know the Ford trucks, the Ford Mustang, they make them for GMC, Chevy trucks, they do. But if you're interested in getting one for free, all you have to do is click the link down in the description below, follow the instructions for how to get entered. It's free entry, and at the end of the month I'll be selecting somebody at random to win one. I'll get this shipped out to you. So thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button. I'll be back with another video to dig into the box that's in the bed of the truck and see what that's all about. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.